Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Agnew, and this is the Miller Park Minute, where we throw strikes, get likes, hit dingers, get listeners. Back again with another podcast talking Brewers baseball, as we like to do here on the channel. Typically 6 to 7 days a week. 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time is our upload time. We upload every day. We like to talk baseball. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, CastBox, you name it, we are there. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Miller Park Minute if you want to support the show. Keep an eye on our uploads. We're trying to upload just about every day for the rest of the season, so keep an eye on that. We are working our way through this season. The Brew Crew is doing good so far. We're going to talk about April. We're going to talk about today's game, and we're going to break it down a little bit. And then tomorrow we're going to get into some day off topics. So I think I preluded to that. We're going to talk about free agents that are available, people who may help the crew. Also, I'll do a little dive into the prospects. See if there's anybody itching in the wings that can help out this ball club. But let's get into today's box score end game. The Brewers won 7-1, maintaining our first place NL Central. Today, the big player of the game was Willy Adames, going 2 for 4, 2 home runs. He's creeping up there with that batting average at 278, 869 OPS. He is really, really shining right now. And there's pros and cons to that. We'll talk about that in maybe a future episode. But Tyler Black in his second game today was only 1 for 3 before he got subbed out. The other big shining star in today's performance was Colin Ray, going 6 solid innings, only allowing 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Just creeping down with that batting average, 2.67. Batting average, sorry, earned run average. Hudson came in, no hits, 2 Ks, 1 inning. Uribe did give up a hit and a run. He walked 2. Vieira came in. Solid zeros across the board. The big thing here is Abner Uribe, Freddie Peralta, and the Pat Murphy all got suspensions. Pat Murphy got 2 games. He started serving today. I'm assuming he's going to serve the next one against the Cubs. Freddie and Uribe both decided to, I think Uribe got 6 games and Freddie got 5. So those 2 are going to appeal and try and get reduced. That's standard practice. I mean, Uribe, I don't know that there'll be any reduction for him. Freddie may have a shot, just depending on how they really look at it. Because there was no warning and there was no, in my mind, no clear intent there. Just because a guy pimps a home run off of you doesn't mean there's intent. But the Brewers put up 10 hits today, scored 7. Like I said, the 2 big home runs by Adames today really capped off a beautiful way to finish this series and get the series win. Brewers are still playing good ball, despite the odds. It's kind of they win every day in a different fashion. Different players in the lineup, different guys are really hitting it every day. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now I'm going to get into the main topic of the episode. This is the big one for me. What happened in April? So as you guys know, we are 18 and we were 18 and 11 in April. We had a good first month of the season. One of the big things that I kind of expected going into this year, I mean, I had my predictions for the year. Well, let's not forget about those. Let me talk about those in brief, because this was my 24 and 24 first episode of the season. And I've already crossed some of these off because I said Rookie of the Year, Churio. I said he would not be on the opening day roster. I guess I can cross that one off because he was on the opening day roster. Um, I was expecting him to give more time to him down in the minor leagues, considering he hasn't played very much in AAA. Yelich returning to All-Star form. I'm not giving up on that one yet because just because he's hurt doesn't mean he ain't gonna do it. Wade Miley, I already talked about Wade Miley being awesome. Mitchell comeback player of the year. Well, he's injured again, so that may be a questionable one. Holby dominant out of the bullpen. Holby has been good. But he's got knocked around a little bit. I mean, that's a reliever thing. I mean, pitcher thing, really. Uribe, all-star reliever. Owen Miller becomes everyday first base. That's before we signed Reese Hoskins, so obviously that's probably not going to be happening. Devin Williams, reliever of the year, could happen. Burns, I already crossed off. Freddie Peralta, 235 strikeouts. That's a strong number, but I believe that's still going to happen. Sal Frelick, I believe, will get an all-star. This one's almost like a lock. William Contreras will be an all-star. Christian Yelich bang close to 300. Hey, we're right on the money there. Young Bucks shine was a prediction. The Woodruff reunion, I already got correct. I put that the Milwaukee Brewers would have 8 all-stars. Corbin Burns win total, I don't care about that. I mean, we'll track it. We'll still track it. But Devin Williams, 50 saves. Willie Adames, home run leader. Freddie Peralta, Cy Young. Corbin Burns, no hitter, and NL Central title, and a World Series title. So those were my predictions at the start of the season. I think one of the things I'm going to say about this season so far is there's been some surprises as the offense has really been leading the way, and I've kind of highlighted that in my first couple episodes back here that we've been talking about. That's a shock to me. That really is. Like, I didn't expect to be sitting here talking that we've won all but 2 series. Yes, that is correct. We have won all but 2 series thus far this season. I think the Yankees are the only team that has more, or they lost 1 series and they've won all but 1. So that's a pretty big one to me. Like, even knowing the state of our bullpen, the number of pitchers that we've used already to this point in the season, different starters, bullpen games, et cetera, et cetera. Jackson Churio's drop off. So I mentioned that I believe Jackson Churio could be the rookie of the year. I also mentioned I didn't think he should start on the opening day roster, and this right now is proof in the pudding and the exact reason why I said this. So Jackson Churio in the last 7 games has had 19 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, struck out 6 times, and has 1 stolen base. He has a 158 batting average, a 200 OBP, and a 211 slugging in that stretch. And it gets a little better if you go out 15, 170, 235, 319. Last 30 games, 97, 12, 20 hits, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, 7 walks, 34 strikeouts, 5 stolen bases. 206, 257, and 351 are the batting average numbers. He's young yet, and like I said, I'll say till I'm blue in the face, he needs that seasoning in the minors, and that just hasn't come yet. Didn't spend hardly a few games at AAA, so I think that's one that we need to work on. But here's the flip side of that coin. We did bring up Tyler Black, another hot prospect. Came in, got 2 hits in his debut, got another hit today. That's one that is totally out of left field. I didn't expect to see him in the end of April. So that was a shocker for me to see that. Then if you go, this is not along the lines. So what I'm going to do every month is I'm going to talk about the month, and then I'm going to talk about things as a whole in baseball. So right now we are sitting atop the NL Central Division, 19 and 11. Now that's technically May 1st's number, but so 18 and 11. The Braves are atop with 20-9. The Dodgers are 19-13. We have a better win percentage than the Dodgers. Baltimore is sitting atop 19-11. Cleveland 19-10, and the Seattle Mariners are 17-14 in a really weak AL West division. So those are the leaders. I mean, the shockers there, I guess, would be probably us. Braves, that's expected. Dodgers, that's expected. Baltimore, that division is always up for grabs, so I can't say that. That they're expected. I mean, the Yankees technically are right on their tails. Cleveland, that's unexpected. But the thing about the AL Central is kind of a hotly contested division. All those teams are, with the exception of the White Sox, who are just a trash heap, are within one game of each other down the line. Seattle, that's kind of a shocker as well, especially with the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros in that division. And the Houston Astros are dead last in their division. So, seller teams at this point in the season, St. Louis / Pittsburgh in the NL Central. Miami Marlins have only won 8 games. Colorado Rockies have only won 7 games. Then if you look over to you can skip the AL East because their bottom team has 14 wins, and that was the Tampa Bay Rays that we just saw. But the White Sox, 6 wins. They're not even double digit. I mean, a bunch of these teams are double digit. Houston Astros only have won 10 games so far this season. So just a lot of interest, intrigue across. I mean, I expect some of these teams to shift. I don't expect them to stay bad forever. St. Louis, like we've said, we don't know that they're going to be as bad. So I'm going to make some predictions going into the month here. I do think that there'll be some more moves to be made here coming up, especially with where the crew stands. I think that you're going to see continued performance from guys like William Contreras. I think Willie's only going to get better. I mean, he's now leading the leaderboard. Reese is also tied with him for home runs, I guess. So he's not technically solo holding it, but Bryce Turang, 14. Stolen bases, William Contreras, the runs batted in. Saves, Joel Payamps. Colin Ray is leading with ERA, pushed Freddie out with that one. Freddie has 45 strikeouts already and a .086 whip. So what I will say is I guess my hope for the next month for May is that Colin Ray and Freddie stay healthy. I hope we continue to fill the gaps and fill their spaces. I also think that we're going to see continued performance from William Contreras. If remember to like this video. If Christian can get back in, they're saying May is the timetable for him. So if Christian can get back in, I hope the continued performance from Christian Yelich obviously would be huge. Continued batting average. I think right now, if you look at Christian, he is, I want to say he's right in that 300 category. Let's take just a quick dive in there. Oh, he's not active. IL 40-man. Christian Yelich is rocking a 333 batting average. So I was actually listening to, I want to say it was Grant today, and he was talking about the when a guy like Yelich does well, or when a guy like Contreras does well, the team does well, and that's been true year after year after year. And I think that's a really important part of this game right now, where we stand. So when Christian Yelich gets back, I expect to get more of the same, more continued good play. I really look forward to seeing what he can do if he can get that all-star nod, get those home runs back. Just really enjoyed it. Really enjoying some Brewers ball so far this season. Um, haven't gotten an opportunity to go. I do expect to here in the next month or so. Um, just been a little bit off on my baseball, as you guys know. I mean, I haven't been fully in. I'm not judging any trades yet, so I'm not gonna do that. Maybe 2 3 months in, we'll start talking about the trades and which players have worked out. I mean, we gotta get further into the season and make any real good judgments. But I like where this crew is at right now. I like what we're seeing. Um, I think we can hit more. Um, and if we can just get this pitching just brought up just a tick, I think we're gonna see a lot more victory and a lot more, lot easier games, not as stressful. It seems like to me there's been, and I could be totally wrong, but it seems like there's been a lot of one-run ball games that the Brewers have participated in the month of April. We are in May. We got the Cubs coming up over the weekend here. That should be a fun series. Okay, so home opener. Yep, that was a one-run game. Second game was nope, one-run game. Maybe there wasn't as many as I thought. It just seems like there was. There's another one. There's one. One, two. Okay, so there was like 6 or 7. So I mean, still that's a good number of one-run ball games. But I don't know, guys. It's been a good month, and we kept it up with we start the new month with the victory. So I mean, I think that's a huge point. Got that series W locked up against the Rays. So guys, that's all I got today. It's just a quick one, just a short, brief episode covering a little bit of um, the series here. The suspensions. I mean, do you expect them? To be honest, do you expect suspensions after fights like that? I am shocked by the number of fights that we had this season so far, too. So, all right, guys, that is all I got for you today. Again, this is Eric with the Miller Park Minute. Remember to like, subscribe, share this with your friends. We will catch you in the next episode coming up tomorrow, the off day. So we'll do a little off day discussion. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, go Brew Crew, and remember to click that subscribe button.